Hey ECHL fans, you can find every episode on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or YouTube. Step into the action with ECHL Ice Level, your front row seat to all things ECHL. Experience the thrill of the game through player interviews and insider updates on the league. Hello everyone, my name is Amanda Aerosmith.
And I'm Joe Babick. We are ECHL Ice Level hosts.
We'll be dropping a new episode every week throughout the season on Thursdays at 12 p.m. Eastern. You can expect to hear from players, coaches, and staff within the league.
And I don't know where the time's going, but we're already into November. Season's just flying right along, and it's been a great season. This past week, we were texting back and forth Friday night. Saturday, it might have been. There were like 15 saves of the week. It had to be hard to cut it down to 3 for this week.
The goaltenders were being insane. Lots of great skill there that we saw Saturday and throughout the entire weekend, actually, with, forwards and defensemen as well. I think the skill level this year is just really top-notch.
Yeah, it certainly is. It's been great to see, and the podcast just keeps rolling right along, too. Today, we're joined by Yuki Miura from the Iowa Heartlanders. He's been there all 4 years the team's been in existence. His first year now as the team captain, so looking forward to see what Yuki has to say about the team and the season so far.
Funny enough, too, since we had Eddie Matsushima last week from Iowa, we now have someone from the Heartlanders on. I know that rivalry has definitely been building up in the division there, so excited to see what Yuki has to say and also just to, see how the season is going for them and his new role as captain.
All right, on today's episode of the Ice Level Podcast, we're joined by maybe one of the only players in the ECHL who everybody knows by their first name, Yuki. It's great to have you on board and joining us today.
Hi, thank you. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
It's been a good start for the team so far. You just came off a 3-game winning streak. You're sitting at 500, 7 games into the season. So how would you assess the team's performance so far in the first few weeks of the season?
That's great. I think this is one of the best start we've ever had in the last 4 years, and we trying to have record about 500 winning percentage. So yeah, we're doing good so far, and we're excited to have another good month, November.
We had Eddie Matsushima from Bloomington on last week, and you guys have seen them a lot already this year, and there's been some intense action and a good rivalry so far. So talk a little bit about, them. You see them again this coming weekend, so it's been a good rivalry so far, and you play them a lot here early in the season.
Yeah, they're a new team, but they're a really good team. They play hard, they play with speed, and, there are a lot of good skilled guys, and too. So, they're really hard team to beat, but at the same time, we are playing against them 15, 16 times this season, and I think 10 games we are playing against them in first 2 months. So it's huge series for us, especially we are trying to get in a playoff spot, and those 15, 16 games gonna be very important for us. So we just gotta play hard and play simple and just trying to be best as we could, and then hopefully we can win this weekend as well.
So, being this your first season with Iowa as the captain, what has it been like having, that trust from the coaching staff and front office and just the rest of the team and being able to serve as a leader for everyone?
Yeah, that's great. This is my actually first time being captain in the US, and English is still my second language, but guys are very helpful, and I believe guys are trusting me well, and I really thankful for head coach Derek Damon and our president Matt Getzi for nominating me as a captain, and this is a huge honor to being the captain, and I really want our coaches and my teammates to be successful. So hopefully I can help making a good relationships with them, and having a good culture, having some winning culture, and put a lot of work to be one of the best team in the league.
Yeah, and not only being, the captain for Iowa now, this means a lot to you, obviously, being the first Japanese-born ECHL team captain. So just walk us through how, how emotional that was and just how you feel and honored with that.
It's great. This is one of the like new history for Japanese hockey, and this is something I'm always trying to do for Japanese hockey, like because hockey is still not a big sports in Japan now, but a lot of young players are there, and especially like last 5-10 years, a lot of guys from Japan and the girls from Japan coming to the US or even to go to Europe to get better opportunities and better environment. So I hope I can lead the way, I'd say, to make the path for the young generations. And yeah, so I think being the captain, it's good for me as well. But at the same time, it's gonna be making a good impact to Japanese hockey culture as well.
So, as a team captain and leader, are you more of a vocal guy in the locker room and on the ice, or do you like to let your actions? As you said, English isn't your first language, so is it more, your actions showing how to follow you and set the example for the other players?
I think so. I mean, sometimes you have to like say, hey, you guys, you have to pick up or gotta do a better job like that. But at the same time, like my leadership type, it's gonna be like showing the example by my action. So I'm always trying to be better every day and going to the ring to get better every day and bring some work ethic and work hard work and like those things I can like I've been doing this for the last 4 years and but now like with the letter it's gonna be still more um, important and having more powerful message to the guys. So hopefully, yeah, I can show the guys and show the teams like how we have to work hard and like kind of set the tone for our like standard. And yeah, hopefully I can show it by my action as well.
Yeah, so I think it's going back to Iowa. I think it's pretty cool that you've been there since, they started with the ECHL in the league. So, what has some of the growth been that you've noticed? Not only obviously with the team, because that's going to change season to season, but also, with just the organization and the fans.
Yeah, everything actually compared to day one, everything is getting better. Um, but I think biggest thing is a lot of young kids started playing hockey because of the Heartlanders. Because now we have junior Heartlanders, and every year we got a lot of kids start playing hockey, and this is something very important to the community to have like those connection with the teams and like kids can have an opportunity to play hockey. So this is something really important and really good thing for us, I believe. And also, last 4 years we have a lot of changes with the like front office staff and some improvement in the locker rooms, and obviously a lot of new players coming. So like every year, I'm really getting excited to start and at the same time, like as a guy from day one, it's really fun to see the changes like every year, and I believe we're going in the right direction. So hopefully it gets going, and that'd be great if we get more fans to the rink like every game.
I want to have you take us back to your childhood in Japan when you were growing up. As you said, hockey is not a huge sport there. So, what age did you start playing hockey? Get interested in it? Did you play in other sports as a kid in Japan?
I started playing hockey when I was like 3 or 4 years old, and the reason why I started was because my dad was a hockey player. He played 1998 Nagano Olympics as a defenseman for Team Japan, and so it was kind of lucky. And I also I was living right next to the hockey rink, so I was able to skate every day. And this is like something very special and very lucky thing in Japan because we only have like two, three hockey rinks in Tokyo. So it was lucky for me. And growing up, I played judo Do you know what the judo is?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, judo, and I also learned figure skating, speed skating, like short track speed
Hmm.
skating as well. But all like those sports were for improving my performance on the hockey. So from young age, hockey was my like first thing in my life, and yeah, it's been like what 25, 26 years now, and yeah, I'm still loving this sport. So I was very lucky.
And I'm not sure how often you get back to Japan to visit friends and family, but I'm sure you do. And how have you seen the sport and the game of hockey grow, over the last 25, 30 years since you were a kid growing up playing?
I think it's growing really well because a lot. I mean, population wise, I'm not sure if we're growing or not, but like a lot of guys are really like we have a lot of great hockey players, and we have um, professional hockey league called Asia League, and there are a lot of great players there, like including my friends, and I played like 20 guys from the league for the national tournament, and like guys are really good. So it's really nice to have like those players, and they're trying to show their skills to the fans, and like hopefully the young guys, young girls, they learn from that, and yeah, hopefully keep it going. But at the same time, we like hockey is still not a big thing, still minor. So hopefully as a team Japan, like that'd be great if we can do if we can achieve some like good result. And also as an individual, like I want to lead the I want to be the example for the guys too. So yeah, I'll just work hard every day, and hopefully Japanese hockey is growing like over and over.
Yeah, I think even just as captain now, you probably have a lot of people over there back at home that, look up to you and also aspire to be in the same position that you are now. And that
Mhm.
leads perfectly into what I wanted to ask you next. How was the experience this past summer being on, the qualifying roster for the Olympics? And just walk us through everything that you went through for that.
Yeah, that was great. That was one of the best experience I've ever had in my hockey life. And, always it's special and it's great to represent your country. And, yeah, playing against like top European team like Denmark, Norway, and Great Britain, it was great experience as well because some teams had like couple top NHL players as well. So, and actually we did really good. Like we couldn't win the game, but we like against Denmark we went to OT, and against Norway we lost 2-4 or like that. So like I think we could show like we can still play against like these top European country, but now our challenge is if we can beat them. So it was a great experience for me and for Team Japan to know like where we are right now, and now our goal is like how we beat them and how we make it to the Olympics. So yeah, next Olympic it's gonna be 2030 in France. So we should have qualification maybe around 2028. So 2 years from now, like everyone like realized we have to get better as a team and as an individual. So yeah, it was a great experience, and sucks it we couldn't make it, but at the same time it was a great time for us.
Yeah, that's definitely pretty high level of hockey. And I'm sure, playing against some big players in other countries that have really high skill level was awesome to see and experience and be able to build off of. So we know that your father competed in 1988, I believe, in the Olympics there. So going into the Olympics and possibly 2030 and being able to qualify, what would, that mean to you based on that story there?
It's gonna be, I mean, going to the Olympics, it's my dream. Like this is the something I've dreamed from day one I started playing hockey because, yeah, my dad played Olympics. It was in Japan, held in Japan, but still playing. national team and then playing for national team and then going to the Olympics, it's very special things for me. And yeah, this is one of my biggest goal and biggest dream of my life. So yeah, I like as an individual, I really would like to go to the Olympics, but at the same time, it takes a lot of hard works and it's not easy. Like everyone knows, it's not easy because only 12 teams can go to the Olympics, and like Team Japan, we're like 25th or 26th in the world ranking. So yeah, we gotta beat like some good teams in a qualification, but I believe we have a chance to do it. We have a good players and we have a good chance to do it. So yeah, like everyone has to just get better every day and trying to get used to the levels of like those top players. But yeah, like going to the Olympics, it's very special for me, and yeah, this is one of my biggest dreams. So hopefully, at some point, we can do it.
You came to the U.S. It's been about 10 years now since you came to Waterloo in the USHL in 2016. I imagine that was a pretty exciting time for you to be able to come over here and prove that you could play with the best players in the world.
Yeah, that was a great experience. And it was one of the biggest and right decision I've ever made because I used to play in the Czech Republic, the Kladno, the Jaggers hockey team, and it was that time was very good and very fun. But when I came to the US, I realized like how high level the hockey is in the US, and USHL, like a lot of like great players coming from all over the world, and it was nice to play against like top like NHL prospect. And like, cause I was like 20 years old, and like in the league, 16 years or 17 years old guys are putting up some points. So it was kind of shock for me, but at the same time, it was great experience for me. And those year in the Waterloo, it it took a lot of challenge for me because you have to adjust American hockey style, like with the smaller hockey rink, and you gotta play quick and play north, and you gotta make a right decision right away. So I think like that time helped me to adjust American hockey, and it helped me to prepare for the time in the Lake State for the next 4 years.
Yeah, so I wanted to touch on your time in college at Lake Superior State up in Michigan. How was the experience playing there?
It was great. Like again, like best 4 years in my life, pretty much. The hockey wise, playing against like top good players for 4 years for every day. It was great, and also I think 4 years like I experienced a lot of difficulties. Let's say a lot of some adversity, such as being scratched or like huge injury like that. So I was um, like battling every day, but like those experiences helped me a lot, like being hard worker and like how like you realize like what you have to do on the ice to get in the lineups, and like you gotta keep working hard to earn the spot. So like there's a lot of like hard time, but at the same time those time were very um special and valuable for me. And yeah, those times and those experiences helped me being a professional hockey player. And also, college, it's like best time. Like you hang out with
Mhm.
your teammates, roommates, and studying everything in English. It's kind of hard, but like a lot of guys helped me to get into the like to get to the good um result in a study wise. So I can't thank enough for the coaches, teammates, and everyone who helped me along the way.
So after your time in college, you went right to Iowa pretty much. So how did that path carve out? And did you, obviously, you had the goal to play professional, but did you really think that was going to pan out?
Yeah, like my goal was going to the pro for sure. And like after the 4 years at the Lake State, like I didn't get any invite or some signing, like talking for the team. So, and my agent helped me to go to the tryout, and that was the Iowa. That was the only team I could go to the tryout, and yeah, but I played Waterloo in 1 year, and after 4 years in college, went back to Iowa, and I really liked the spot. And yeah, in the tryout, I think I did pretty well, and Derek Dames was there as an assistant coach, and Jerry Fleming, the first head coach of the Heartlanders. They really liked me, and I really liked playing here. So this is something. Um, this is a start, but I didn't expect that I stay here for the next 4 years. But yeah, the reason why I'm still here is I just like here, and yeah, that's why I'm here still.
So where do you see your career going? Do you envision playing still a long career? Have you thought about what you want to do after playing? Do you want to stay involved as a coach, a scout, or get out of hockey completely once you're done playing?
I'm not sure, but like my goal is just keep playing hockey as long as I can, because this is something I really love to do it. And yeah, that'd be great if I can go like higher level. But at the same time now, um, you know, being as a captain as well. But like I want to help um, growing the hockey in this community, like around Crowbell, Iowa City, Iowa. So like my goal is like, of course, like being successful as a hockey player, but at the same time, I would love to help growing the hockey culture around here. So yeah, I don't know how long I can still play, but I'd love to play like maybe like 3, 5, or 8 years. I don't know, but if I have a chance to play, I love to play.
Yeah, absolutely. I think any player says the same thing too. They want to play as long as they can. That's ultimately the goal. I do have one
Yeah.
last question for you. How is your chinchilla Rudy?
She's really good.
I bet you
Yeah,
weren't expecting that.
yeah, she's actually sleeping right now. But
The
yeah, like
daytime.
yeah, but she's so cute. Like we brought her from Japan, and like and she's so funny. Like the way she eats the food, or when the way she hang out, the way she sleeps, or like the jumping and moving. Like it's really fun to see her like playing and living her world. It's great. She's so
The
cute.
little things in life, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Yuki, again, we appreciate you taking some time to join us, and wish you great luck and success the rest of the season and in the future.
Thank you very much. It was great to talk to you guys.
Thanks
Appreciate
so
it.
much, Yuki.
Thank you.
Great stuff there from Yuki, learning about his journey from Japan to the USHL to college hockey at Lake Superior State, and now to his 4th year in Iowa with the Heartlanders and serving as a team captain. So good to hear his journey, and certainly appreciate him joining us on today's episode. We thank everyone out there for listening to today's podcast. We hope you enjoyed hearing from Yuki as well. We'll see you all again next week. Make sure you like, subscribe, and rate our podcast. Follow us on social media at ECHL Hockey on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, and just ECHL on X. Have a good day.